Cues for Leadership.
Let me tell you what burnout really is. Let me start with something simple. Burnout is not a personal failure. I know we've been taught to think that way. If you were stronger, if you were more disciplined, more resilient. But that's not how living systems work. And leadership, whether we admit it or not, happens inside of a living system. Now, here's what I want you to notice. In biology, when a system is under constant threat, it doesn't get creative, it doesn't innovate, it doesn't lean in, it protects itself. Muscles tighten, attention narrows, energy gets conserved for survival. So when leaders tell me my people are resisting change, I usually ask a different question. What has the system learned to protect itself? Because resistance is not stubbornness, you all know that. It's intelligence responding to uncertainty. And this is where you start to feel it first. You're the ones holding the tension. You're translating mixed signals. You're absorbing pressure that didn't start with you. Over time, that pressure doesn't disappear. It settles into your nervous system. And we give it a polite name, burnout. But biologically, burnout is exhaustion from regulating something that should have never been yours alone to regulate. Let me say that again. Burnout happens when one part of the system is asked to compensate for dysfunction elsewhere. You see it in your organizations all the time. Meetings multiply when clarity disappears. Control increases when trust erodes. I hear the water cooler comments and the backstabbing, and you can tell that the trust is eroded. Speed, let's go faster, replaces direction. Don't know where we're going, but let's go fast. Slowing down feels unsafe. It feels like something's going to crack, something's going to break. None of that's random. That's a system that's adapting. And it's doing it the only way that it knows how. And here's the part that usually lands the hardest. There's no amount of motivation. You can actually be the best team motivator, the best team teacher, the best team coach. You can't override a dysregulated system. You don't fix this by pushing harder or communicating louder or asking people to care more. You fix it by restoring coherence. That's where what you feel internally matches what you're experiencing externally. What you're experiencing internally matches what you're experiencing externally. Coherence between what you say matters and what actually gets rewarded. Coherence between effort and recovery. Coherence between leadership, expectations, human capacity. In healthy biological systems, growth follows that regulation. Not force, not urgency, not pressure. And when leaders understand that something shifts, that's when resistance softens. That's when frustration actually makes sense. That's when burnout stops being a mystery and it starts to be a signal or a message. So you as a leader, if it feels heavy right now, stop asking yourself what's wrong with you. Ask, is the system healthy enough to have the conversation, number one? And what has the system been asking you to carry alone? Remember, burnout is a message from the system.